All right, everybody. Now we're going to talk about something called markup, which is very similar to tax, tip, and discount, except this is when a store buys it from a supplier and then wants to charge you more to make money on that. So a clothing store gets a pair of jeans, here's an example, from a supplier for $35. And now we're going to calculate the price you would pay if they wanted to mark it up 25%. And basically, we can't move me, can we? We are multiplying don't do that. We're multiplying the $35 times the 25%. We're trying to find what 25% of 35 is. Okay, so I'm going to do 25% as a decimal times the $35, and that's going to give me $8.75. That's the markup, and then I'm going to add it to the $35 to get the new price. Okay, so now I'm going to find a 34% markup. So if the store wanted to make 34% off of every pair of jeans that they sell, they're going to mark it up 34% and multiply it by the 0.35 by the 35. Go ahead and do these bottom two and pause the video so you can see what if you're doing this correctly on your Desmos calculator. Just multiply by the decimal. All right, how'd you guys do? This is the $11.90 is the markup, and I add that to $35. So it's $46.90 if the markup is at 34%. This bottom one was 42%. So I'm multiplying that 0.42 times the 35 and then adding it to the 35. All right, let's look at a different scenario. Okay, so if we have, now we're given the amount you pay and we need to figure out the percent. So if the clothing store gets a pair of jeans, $35, calculate the markup to the nearest whole percent. Okay, so first we need to figure out what the difference between what you're paying and what they paid. And that in this problem is $5.25. So if you went into the store and paid $40.25 and they only paid $35, they charged you $5.25 more than what they purchased it for. So now we're going to find the percent of what 5.25 is from that $35. Okay, so the 5.25 divided by 35 gives us 0.15 on your calculator. And if you multiply that by 100, we get the percent of markup, which is 15%. So now you're going to try that with the $47.60. First, remember you have to find the difference between what you're paying and what they bought it for. And then you're going to take that amount and you're going to divide it by the original amount that they paid, because you want to know what part of that is, what percent is this amount out of the $35 that they paid for it. All right, go ahead and try that middle one. All right, guys, how do we do with this one? So I subtracted first, I got $12.60, and then I divided that by the $35 to figure out what that percent is out of the 35, 36%. Go ahead and try $42.70. So pause the video and see if you can figure out what the percent of markup is if you have to pay $42.70. All right, 22%. So when I subtracted, I got $7.70. And when I divided that by the 35, I got 22 cents, or 22.22, and then I multiplied it by 100. So the percent markup is 22%. Subtract, divide it by the original amount, multiply it by 100. All right, let's try a couple of examples together. Okay. So we have a can of soup that the grocery store buys from the supplier for 79 cents. And we want to calculate the price you'll pay if the store wants a 5% markup. So 5% is 0.05 times the 79 cents. This markup would be 12% times the 79 cents, and then you add it to the 79 cents to get the new price. And this one would be 0.27 times 79 cents. That's the markup. And then you add it to the 79 cents to get the new price. So go ahead and try those 3 problems and pause here and see how you do. All right, guys, take a look at my work. So I have 0.0395, which when you round to the nearest hundredths place, that 3 becomes a 4. So then I added the 0.4 to the 79 cents. So you would be buying this can of soup for 83 cents if they want a 5% markup. At a 12% markup, you would be buying it for 88 cents. Remember, this 0.09 stays a 9 because of the 4. And 9 cents plus 79 cents is 88 cents. The 27% markup is 0.2133. That 1 stays the same. So I'm adding 21 cents to 79 cents to get $1. So if it was marked up 27%, you'd be buying it for $1. Okay, now we're given the prices. This is a couple more steps involved. So the first one is subtract. How much more are you paying than the original? So we're going to do 91 cents minus the 79 cents. And that gives us the difference between them. Then we're going to take the difference between them and divide it by the 79 cents because that's the original amount. And I want to know what part of the original amount does that percent equals that percent. When I get that number, though, it'll be a decimal. So I need to multiply by 100. Those are your 3 steps. Try all 3 of these problems based on those 3 steps I just put there. And then come back and check answers. All right, how'd we do? This one I got 0.12, like 12 cents was the difference. When I divided that, I got 0.15, and I multiplied that by 100 to get 15%. So subtract first. So over here, I got 0.04 when I subtracted the 83 cents and the 79 cents. And then I divided that by the original amount, 0.05, and I multiplied it by 100 to get the percent. So this was a 5% markup when we were charged 4 cents more. This one we were charged a lot more. So the store charged us $1.07. So we were paying 28 cents more than what they paid. When I divided that by the original amount, I got 0.35, and that when multiplied by 100 gives me 35%. So that is markup. Hope that helped. You're going to get a little practice after too. Thanks, guys.